Hello everyone, Bernard here. You can find over 700 teachings of mine in the past 7 years archived on YouTube. Bernard Eugene Behringer Jr. Behringer spelled B-E-A-R, like a grizzly bear. Arr. I'm not totally in line with Candace Owens. Candace, if you ever hear this, if it gets forwarded to you, slow down. When you get excited about a particular subject, you are talking so fast, an 82-year-old man cannot understand your words. Slow down. He who has truth can speak clearly and slowly to the pointed truth. Okay, I realize you're trying to get a lot of information in a short time. Let the Holy Spirit speak through you, calmly and slowly. Now, here's some understanding I've come to, because Candace is on the subject of Israel a lot. And she has some truth. Not total truth, but some truth. Here's the truth that I understand. Abram changed to Abraham. Isaac, Jacob changed to Israel. Now, Israel, the people, the nation that loves their Messiah, a remnant of that shall be saved. Jew is a religion. Jew is in Israel, a religion in Israel. Jews are not saved. Zionism, spiritually speaking, is an organization that kind of began in Europe to find land for Israel. Excuse me, just ate an Oreo cookie. So we have Isaac or Jacob's name changed to Israel. Change is important. We must change from the first to the second. Did you get that one? Let me repeat it. It's important. We must change from the first Old Testament to the second Part 2 New Testament under grace. We must change from the first to the second. God doesn't change. He made out his will and plan that had change in the will and plan, but he does not change. Okay, there's a difference there. Back to Israel that loves their Messiah and confesses their Messiah, Jesus of Nazareth, Yeshua, Adonai Yehoshua, Shua meaning salvation. So we have Israel that loves their Messiah. We have Israel humans born in Israel. Okay, they're born in Israel. If you're born in Israel, you're an Israelite. We have the religion Judaism, Orthodox Judaism. We have Jesus of Nazareth comes along and says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am a believer in the disciples of the Nazarene who said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am a believer in the Israelites that love their Messiah, confess their Messiah, and they're disciples of the new sect called the Way. They're not Jews practicing Judaism. They're following Jesus of Nazareth, Yehoshua, the way of which the Lord said before the cross in red letter Bible, King James in the Old Testament, before the cross. Before the cross is the Old Testament in the Gospels. The Gospels are 80%, each one of them, Old Testament before the cross. Did you get that one? Did you get it? 80% of each of the 4 Gospels are Old Testament before the cross. Did you get it a second time? Give some thought to that. and the disciples that Paul was persecuting, going into their homes and into the synagogues, putting them in jail, were disciples of the new sect called the Way, of which the Lord said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, when he was telling his apostles and disciples the way. And Paul was persecuting the Way up to his conversion. Then 5 years after Paul's conversion at Antioch, approximately 40 AD, they were first called Christians at Antioch by unbelievers that were looking on, that were watching and hearing the gospel spoken and the signs following. Did you get it? I'm leaving you with that one. So I have studied my way out of Christianity. I've taken the higher Y in the road, and I am a follower and a disciple of the new sect called the Way, of which the Lord introduced and said to him about himself in the Gospel of John, 14th chapter. I am the way. I am the way. Jesus of Nazareth is the way. Adonai Yahushua is the way. Did you get it?